Do we like?
I think we should put our hands on our hearts.
Do a salute or something?
Yeah, we should all put our hands on our hearts. I'm going to take my
like,
hat off.
Fucking like.
You're wearing your hat, and that's disrespectful.
No, I don't want to take my hat off. I got a big forehead. I don't need to
Dylan
get a
Valor.
forehead. I'll forgive that.
Yeah.
Next time, let's all start in just like fatigues, like full blown, like military.
Just
Yeah.
go.
I got a full flags tracksuit.
Of course,
That
you
would
do.
be sick.
That would be
Get
really
some pit
sick.
vipers. That'd be cool.
I think you
Yeah.
should save that for special occasions, actually.
I was going to do that for like the first, before the 4th episode.
Exactly.
Before the July 4th, you know?
There you go.
Fucking-
You mean four? Oh, okay. So, folks, you're watching this. You're looking at us talking. We're talking about putting our hands on our hearts. 4th of July? What are we talking about? I'm talking about Pod Bless America. Anybody
Pod that I know.
Yeah.
Start going.
Yeah. Just give me a different song. Potty training songs.
training.
Anybody know any potty training songs? Anybody train any kids?
Nah,
potty
man.
training?
Nope. Fuck those kids. No.
I'm closing my potty mouth.
Oh, potty mouth. That's
Potty
a good
mouth.
one.
Damn it! All right,
That's
let's change it.
Taken. It's definitely
That's
that
gotta
one's
be
taken.
100
That
times
one-
over.
That one's
know, I
The
think
name
it
is
is.
so.
This will be
mouth.
bigger, though, so we'll take it from them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Pod Bless America. Now, why would we call something like Pod Bless America? Well, I think because the 4th of July is coming up, and I think when I think about America personally, I don't know about you guys, I get really hard.
Sure.
Dude, I get hard when I hear podcast. So.
I think Oscar's getting hard right now. I can feel
Can you
it.
feel it?
Yeah.
And
It's
the
going, it's
red
going right into my
rockets
pocket.
flare. Come on, folks. That's why we're here.
That's why we're
that was
here.
good.
That's why we're
Fuck.
here.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick.
So yeah, this is a conglomerate of local Chicago podcasts. We've all talked about it separately, but there needs to be a collective of a way to get everybody involved together. So that's why we're kind of starting this super show, right? Am I on the right
No, you're
track
on
for
it, yeah.
everybody?
100%.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna try to do this weekly, bi-weekly.
Weekly, bi-weekly, and with I don't know.
You guys are bi?
I'm a little bi, and I would also say one live show a month, maybe two, folks. But I don't want to guarantee you guys two, but I can guarantee you
That's
one.
fair. That's fair.
Guarantee you one time a month. You come out for
Can we guarantee that
America.
one show? Because I feel like we got kicked out of every venue we tried.
VFWs, man.
Yeah.
We can
Go back to
guarantee
the veterans.
we will try.
You know, I tried to call the place where they do Power Hour, and like the number that's on Google just goes straight to like this number is not operating.
Yeah.
Which I thought was in character. Like so I have to go up to the VFW.
You know what we should do in case people don't know all of us? Maybe we should all say what podcast we're from, essentially.
Oh, yeah,
Let's do that. Like
This is really
intros.
just to promote our own stuff, right? That's really what we're doing. this
Yeah,
for.
yeah, Pod Bless.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna
so
be a
let's
thing,
go down the
right?
line, like clockwise, like
Okay.
good kids. So that starts with you, then, Drew.
Okay. My name is Drew Graff. I'm from the Drew Sits With podcast. I've been doing it for about 3 years. Stand-up comedians, rappers, all that kind of stuff, podcast-related things. I'm kind of just riding off of Ruse's coattails. I'm doing a shittier version of his show. So if you like him, you might like me. So
I love when he says stuff like that.
Yeah, my name is Joey. People know me as Joey Francis. I'm on a podcast with two of my other buddies. We are the Hose Comedy Podcast with Joey. We're on the south side, so a little different than you guys. You guys are all up north. We like to just talk shit, shoot the shit with comedians, normal people. We've had music acts, everything. We just like bullshitting with people, so it don't really matter what the fuck you do.
Nice.
Yeah.
My name is Ruse, the greatest rapper of all time, greatest podcast of all time. Just today,
Now we
before
gotta
this,
kick his ass.
We filmed
No.
episode 298 of Ruse Radio.
I forgot where we were before that. It's like-
I was looking at Phil's face.
I had an uncle who had a problem like that. He just got stuck. No.
It sounded
No,
like a
I,
transmission blew.
Yeah. He just growled and tried to molest you, you know? No, I'm Wild Phil Lasecki. I have a podcast, Wild Philosophy. I had it for as long as I've been doing comedy, 3-4 years. And I'm pretty fucking sick of doing it, to be honest. Like, you know, so before that, I had a pod for like 2 years before that called Hear Nothing, See Nothing, Say Nothing, and it became nothing.
Nice.
So and yeah, while I'd have comedians on, I'd have local artists, metalheads, rappers. I even and I just felt like this needed to happen because it's like I keep seeing the same guests on the same podcast over and over. It's like, dude, let's do this fucking once, the right time, with a live audience, bring our followers together, combine Captain Planet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said Avengers earlier today.
I did. That was me.
There we go.
Yeah, I
Avengers.
definitely said that.
So we had to all put our hands in, Avengers-style, and then, here we go. A little bit of
There we
that.
go.
I think that could be our thing.
You guys ever play Ookie Cookie?
Jerking it.
Jerk
Play
it,
what?
but we all go in for the jerk. That's
right.
what it's. That's what's important.
Instead of like hear ye, we're like,
are we gonna 3D print our cocks in the middle?
Yo.
that would be.
Now we're talking, and we were
That would be
talking
an-
cock size right before we started recording.
were
too,
talking,
so
Who isn't talking cock size?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Guys, numbers don't lie, and neither do molds. So if you want to put your dick in a mold, you got to
That
be
is
brave.
true.
That's
Right.
all I'm saying. I can do it.
I would
I'm
be down
confident.
for like a volume check where like you fill a glass with
Volume
water
check.
and then like dip, because it's like girth and length. It's like, let's just combine everything, just like mass. Of,
No.
You don't
See,
think
he's
so?
got some insecurity, the fact that he's saying that. Why won't you just do the mold?
I'm twice as wide as I am long.
Yeah, he's got like some type of like Dumbledore
It's like the
dick.
soup
It's
can.
like a 2x2.
yeah,
Something's going on.
you got to
over there.
speak his language, right? It's 4x4, like with a carpenter's ruler, like whatever.
2x6. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen like the word pencil dick, but I don't think I've seen one really.
Okay, so I haven't seen one, but I've
sure?
heard of a story about one. Okay, so I knew this one girl. She was talking about these guys she was banging, and she said that this guy had she's like, legit, I swear it was the skinniest dick I ever saw. And then she said it was blue.
Ooh.
Yeah, which was so weird.
It's like one vein.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, dude, how is it like a pencil blue dick? That doesn't make sense. But
Yeah.
like, she swore up and down. This was a real
Circulation problem? Like what could
Thing. I
that
don't
be?
know. I just hopefully that guy's.
Maybe he's
listening.
nervous, holding his breath. Like,
He's got blue balls?
yeah.
Blue dick. It's even.
But I mean,
worse,
that
dude.
happens in porn where you'll see like a white guy and you're just like, dude, that thing looks well done, man. Like, did you dip that in like some charcoal? Like.
It looks well done.
That's the stunt cock. It's like it's his face, but then it cuts and it's like a black dick.
That's so fucking weird, dude. We just had a podcast where we brought up like
Orgasmo?
I didn't know there was I didn't know that like stunt tits and stunt cock was a thing.
Do you know what orgasmo is?
No, I don't know what that is either.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Have you guys ever seen BASEketball with
I
the?
fucking love
Yeah.
basketball.
So before South Park got huge to where they could get money for BASEketball,
Yeah.
they had a movie called Orgasmo. I highly recommend it.
they had a movie called dude. I'm like the biggest South Park fan in
Dude,
the world, and
I
I
would
did
wa-
not realize.
It's about they're like Bible salesmen, and he accidentally walks into Ron Jeremy's place, and they're like, "Yo, we need a stunt cock." So and
What
so
the fuck?
and so he's like the Mormon with the biggest cock, and he's like, "I gotta sin to afford this wedding," and that's like that's the premise of the fucking
Holy
movie.
shit!
That's kind of fun.
Squeaks in it from BASEketball. That guy.
Yeah,
is-
but you're a little bitch.
Yeah,
like, what do you
yeah.
think? You keep talking shit to him.
Yeah. So-
Wait, have you guys seen basketball?
I have seen BASEketball, yeah.
You? Ah, dude.
That's a classic like stoner movie with your friends. Like
Yeah,
It's
I
so
didn't
funny.
realize for a while that Joey Diaz is in there.
I didn't know that either.
He's one of the refs.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like when he's like, "You gotta sleep over there." He's like, "Dude, his dog sleeps in the big bed."
Yeah.
he makes him sleep in the dog bed.
Yeah.
Your mom's having sex with Squeak.
Yeah.
Is it Real Big Fish at the end? It's like ska. It's like very
Yeah, yeah.
2000s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're like in a time capsule. It's kind
You
of
know, I know a fucking dork that like he's real nuts about lifting. He's like trying to talk me into steroids and stuff. I'm like, dude, or you could just accept that you're a fucking bitch. Like,
What do you mean?
Well, he started taking testosterone. I'm like, dude, you're
Oh.
30 years old. Are your pronouns he, him? Finally, like
that's so funny.
Like I'm like, dude, you do not need to be, and he's bald. I'm like, you don't need to lose any more hair from the fucking steroids and testosterone.
Dude, at 30 though, that feels young.
But yeah, and so I told him, I like lifted with him one day, and because I do like lifting, I just get bored. That's why I like CrossFit or
So you went to
jiu-jitsu.
Ozempic?
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna be bored all the way.
Yeah.
No, but no, my CrossFit trainer told me to fucking take that shit because he's like, dude, you've been here for 7 months, you're keeping up, and it's like their meds messed you up. But no, so this guy, dude, funny thing, you mentioned Real Big Fish is like, I'd be like, what do you listen to while working out? Some fucking metalcore, some old thrash. He said ska. I'm just like,
that might have been the gayest answer.
I know. I'm like, who's benching? So here I am doing everything I can. Like, dude.
Yeah, that's not what you'd think.
Polish
Do you lift, Ruse?
Do you even lift, bro?
And actually, when I go to the gym, I go through like the round of machines, and I don't go anywhere near the weights. But I do like weights.
Okay.
But I've just never been into heavy lifting, and I probably would benefit from it.
So you don't like fat chicks either, then?
You know what? No.
Yeah, well, heavy lifting. That makes sense. That checks out.
I don't want to pick up a fat chick.
Are you even American?
Listen.
All right,
you don't
fine.
like fat
okay,
chicks?
I got one.
If I was American, I wouldn't be going to the gym at all.
Okay, I got one, though. All right. A fat chick or a dude, like a tranny. Which one you fucking?
Fat chick.
That's gay, dude.
Fat chick. You would fuck the tranny first?
No, I do the fat chick, too. It sounded gay coming from you.
That's the classic debate, right? It's like the hottest trans person or like the ugliest, fattest woman.
People will try to frame that question, and I'm always telling them, like, no, if it was the hottest girl in the world and I found out she had a penis, no, I would not still want to have sex with her. Like,
Yeah, but what if you already
did?
What
I
if-
think if you still want to have sex with that girl,
is gay.
That's gay.
So why do you want to do it again? He's got to get in his head. See, look, he's gay now.
This is all because I don't lift weights, guys.
It's all brain
This is all
control.
because I don't lift weights.
Yeah.
I listen.
But you do lift dicks. Why is your mouth open like that?
I caveated it with, I actually think it would be
screenshot.
cool. I just don't. I haven't done it. I just haven't done it. I just stick to what I know, which is I go to the round at the gym. You just go in the big, and I work.
Okay,
out my
wait,
whole
I got
body.
one. I got one more.
Work out my whole body.
Fat chick,
Okay.
but like she's clean, right? Or a really hot chick, but she smells like straight up ass.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a tough one, right?
See
So
now,
you don't know until you get there.
Right, but for some reason you know.
All right, she got bad breath, BO.
Just everything. Just
Okay.
I'm talking.
you know,
straight.
in both scenarios, you know.
Yeah, like
I'm going
smells
fat
good.
chick, honestly. I feel like that would take me out of it so
the
much.
smells take me out more than anything.
That's
too. I
actually
think-
an excellent question.
Phil,
How about you,
fuck
Phil?
a fat, smelly chick every night. So what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, dude, I'm
not sorry.
I think there's difference between like fat and thick chicks. Like to me, like fat chick is like I can't like the penguin from Batman Returns shape.
He's
Dude,
right.
You know,
There's bitches
Fat
built
or
like
obese?
that though.
Fat or obese?
Oh man.
Sure.
For the sake of the argument, let's say she's obese, but she smells
Yeah.
good.
Then I think you might be going.
like because dude,
If she's obese and
'cause,
smells
dude, if
good,
they-
that's a miracle.
Because dude,
I know.
if they
going on?
if they have the apron, man, I went to a party where I had to use a bathroom after some shit that had that apron. It was like roadkill in there. Like,
Oh God! Oh,
Yeah,
come
it
on,
did.
Phil.
but yeah, no, thick chicks all the way.
Yeah.
I can't stand skinny chicks. That's the I think like I'm
No,
looking,
I don't like real skinny chicks
I-
either.
I feel like I'm looking at like my 10-year-old friend. You know,
Sure.
Such
you know? They have the same fucking ass. They
Clip that.
they
Clip
look.
that.
I was like, yeah, right.
They look like they fucking not current 10. I mean like when you went to fucking day camp and you had to use the showers. I'm like that's what I'm seeing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I get what he's saying.
You know, in the old country.
I get what he's saying.
You're saying
No, I'm
a
talking
really
about-
skinny girl looks
They
not
look
mature.
like
Yeah.
look like Oscar's leg.
Yeah,
That's what they look.
And would
like.
you fuck Oscar? No, you wouldn't fuck.
They look like
Oscar.
they got out of the
Grouch?
Auschwitz pile.
That's Oscar.
Oh,
right
Oscar,
there.
the dog.
I don't know if you were properly introduced.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's Oscar right there.
Big animal lover.
He's saying
Not in that
skinny
way,
women
though.
look like him. That's what he's saying.
That's fair.
Like his leg.
Yeah,
Like
Limber.
that hind leg.
But you know what? Like that is true. You know, as they say, the old Chinese proverb: "More cushion for the pushing." Yes.
You know, I had Holocaust survivors in my family, so I've seen enough tattoos and ribs. Is what I'm saying with skinny chicks.
God damn it.
I'm with him. I don't know about you guys. I've been with him the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie. I went.
sold.
I came back. A little confused still, but you know we're here.
You know what's funny about that is like the older generation, they like that whole like flat ass Hooters,
Yeah, 90s.
like tits over ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like as long as they have tits, I don't care if they have that Hank shovel in the back. You
You
know,
know, let's talk about that. Fucking Hooters has been making women look horrible for years. They show no ass.
No,
those
they got
orange
shorter.
shorts.
The shorts got shorter.
Yeah, but they just like they're like weird shaped, and then like even if I'm all right. So I used to know this chick. She had a big fat ass, and she worked at Hooters, but you couldn't even tell because the shorts sucked, and she didn't have much tit.
What year was this?
Oh man, this was
Yesterday.
2010.
See, this was older Hooters. This is like
Yeah,
16
I
years
think
ago.
they went to ass. Also, I heard that Hooters is going back to the original uniforms or something where there is no. It's not like booty shorts, and they're going to be like less tits. It's going to be like more like a family-friendly restaurant.
That is fucking gay.
Yeah, how terrible is that?
Yeah, that's horrible. That's called Hoots.
Pod
You like how they
Save
make
America.
them wear the tights so you don't see where they're shooting the heroin, you know?
Right,
The varicose
shiny
veins.
tights, yeah.
Very gross face.
I think
not
Hooters
wrong.
was doing good things for girls' confidence. Like, it's actually taking something away from them.
Was it though? Because I remember seeing a few that I'm like, you ever like go to a Hooters and you're like, you sit down at the table and you already start scouting and you're like, yeah, I hope it's her. And then there's always like that one or two that you're like, how did you get hired here?
Right.
Like, and then she comes to your table.
I knew I shouldn't have came at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, right. On a Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. But like, you know,
You know, if we ever start doing sketches, the ugly waitress at Hooters is probably a good place to start.
I feel like Phil would be the perfect.
you could be the waitress.
Be the ugly waitress.
You would be
That
the dude. You would be the
funny.
perfect.
You'd look great in a Hooters
I'm a
costume.
they them waitress. Okay.
Kind of. It
Would
would
you
be.
shave your mustache for a sketch?
Yeah,
We would- well, for the
I've
sketch,
shaved before.
You
Yeah.
should have to worry about your gender the whole time. Like, we're gonna be so confused about it. That could be part
You got
of
a big
our
bulge.
But then
Shorts.
you got to keep
Yeah.
saying stuff that makes us like guess. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where we're like, yeah, no, totally. And then he says something like, oh yeah, dude, like it's that time of the month, you know, or something like that. You know what I mean?
You know it's the
That
weirdest
might be a
like
good one, Phil.
you know it's the weirdest goofy like this could be a sketch but it actually happened like I had
But it actually happened. Is that what he said?
yeah like I worked at this logistics place. I don't know if like you know how like comedians have like jerk off like Uber jobs,
Yeah.
you know, it's like temporary. You ever hear of like C.H. Robinson? Nobody. I knew like 4 comics that worked there before I did comedy, and there was this huge trans woman, like I mean, like Predator, you know, wearing a red dress, and you know, like before you have your first cup of coffee, you're just kind of like if you're basically fucking DUI, you know, like
Oh yeah.
they came in, and then I was like going to the bathroom, but I wasn't like all there, so I'm like, oh wait a minute, that's a woman, so I held the door open for them. But they went to the men's bathroom.
Oh.
So like after I was a gentleman, they gotta pull up the dress to piss at the urinal. You know? So that's when I was like, all right, I need fucking coffee right now. I don't know what I just like.
Phil was like, nice ass, and he's like, oh no, like
You ever take your pants down all the way at the urinal? I've never done that before.
as a child.
That's what Ross does still. My mentally challenged friend from Jewel.
But wouldn't that be a fun bit? Like we're all at a bar. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. We all go to the bathroom. I get in there first and just.
That would be fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Butt cheeks out. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
You'd have to do it just to fuck with people. If you're doing it and you're not self-aware, it's weird.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
Then
'cause
you
there's
are-
always
you're
that
a
guy.
friend.
Then you-
Bobby, what's his name?
What if Drew's just telling
Russ.
us that's how he pees, and he's just like, yeah, guys, that'd be a great sketch.
Wouldn't that be so funny?
Yeah.
He's testing it out. on
Yeah,
us.
right,
He's seeing
exactly.
if that's normal or not.
It's like, will these guys judge me? Or?
Yeah, it was always like the weird kid in like elementary school though that you'd go in the bathroom and he'd have his pants all the way off.
Yeah, with like a shirt held up like this. You're fucking, you know what I mean?
yeah. That I do remember. I do remember a kid pulling his shirt up.
Yep.
Yeah. Because that is something. I feel like he's afraid the pee's gonna hit
Too
his
much
shirt.
overspray.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
to piss on your
I feel
shirt.
like, but then you would just feel the piss splattering on your stomach, you know?
Which is that any better than the shirt? That's a good point.
You ever wear flip flops and take a piss at a urinal and you're like, this is disgusting.
Or like the
Just
urinal's too
I
short.
feel like
You kind of
it's like a new fear unlocked now, and I'm gonna be like, dude, when I take a piss, I'm gonna be like,
Right, you
leaning.
don't notice it.
Yeah. If you go to like the swimming pool at the gym, right?
Totally.
Or there's saunas, dude. Those saunas at like LA Fitness are so ratchety, dude.
It's just ass sweat. You're sitting on someone else's ass sweat.
Yeah.
What kills me is the confidence when you go to like LA Fitness and there's like the old guys, dude. They just walk around like fucking swinging. They don't give
Yeah.
a shit, dude.
Yeah, for whatever
Like, I'm
reason.
old, dude. My dick's swinging out. Like they just don't care.
Yeah.
Every
It's
fucking
gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But
It's like,
yet
dude,
they
I've
have the
seen
confidence.
better looking fucking sausage at the local deli like that, you know? Fucking raw, you know?
Less warts.
You know what I hate too is you go in that sauna. There's always the old guy just talking about all the shit he owns. He's like, "Yeah, I just got a fucking Honda Goldwing, been cruising."
Goldwing.
I'm just like, I don't. Sorry, I don't speak English well. And then somebody comes in who does speak English, and then I speak perfect English to them. They're like, I thought you don't speak. I'm like, no, I don't want to fucking talk to you about your possessions, bitch.
I want your fucking gold wing.
Yeah.
People love talking about their like shitty car collection, or like you said, like a motorcycle that's like hasn't run in 10 years. It's like, I used to have all this stuff. You're like, okay, buddy.
Can I tell you guys something fucking hilarious that happened to me recently? So
absolutely.
There's an Illinois band. They're kind of alternative. They're called Hum. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They kind of like were you know how like Black Sabbath was like the first metal band and they inspired everybody?
Yeah.
Hum inspired like Deftones and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I went to go see them Friday, and it's all like vinyl collecting hipsters. Dude, first of all, never went to a show that from start to finish farts. Just fucking holocaust of your anus. Just nonstop gas chamber.
Just everyone was ripping ass.
They were farting so much. I was like, dude, you guys fucking like you guys all try to dress hip like Austin Powers. And how are you farting this much, you know? But then, dude, like that day, my wife was laughing because like I usually I go to these hardcore shows where it's violent as fuck, whatever, right? This show, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be chill, whatever. But there's people moving around, so you know, you go with your girl, you gotta like kind of like guard her and shit.
Oh yeah.
I got into 4 separate fights with Zoomers, like almost like fist fight, like swinging. And she's like, "What the fuck is this? Phil fights the world?" Because I couldn't stop. And even as I was walking in, here's what's hilarious: there's one bum slamming another bum's face into the asphalt.
What the fuck?
There's like blood and shit, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Because I wanted to do a show promo with them in the background, like, "Yo, hilarious. Man, just doing some Chicago shit," you know. but I didn't park fast enough, and they, you know.
Dude, my friend the other day, he's a comedian too. His name's Ruben. Shout out Ruben Martinez. He was like, "Dude, we got to bring back bum fights," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Do you remember when those were like a big thing?
Yeah.
Dude, that was
I love that thing. I had the whole time. You know what I thought was really messed up that I never even thought about? Did you ever watch that, like, Surviving R. Kelly?
Oh, yeah.
I never watched that.
Dude,
You know what is fucked up about that?
I got a favorite partner after you.
Yeah, dude, you know what's fucked up? Like, so I remember I would like fool my foreign parents into taking me to fucking metal shows. Like I went to Ozfest in 6th grade.
Oh, hell yeah.
And like I remember in the parking lots, you know, they have the bootleg shirts where it's like fucking Metallica's album cover, but it says Megadeth type shit. And like the Wish.com of the 90s, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was so fucked up. After seeing the R. Kelly thing, they sold that sex tape at every show.
Whoa.
Shit.
So I was like, can you imagine being that like chick's mom? Just like every metal show that there's your daughter getting pissed on by R. Kelly.
Oh my
$10.
God.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, did you notice in that though, in that whole documentary thing though, you said you didn't see it, right?
No.
Like it was funny. Like the parents didn't care until they weren't getting paid.
Right. Yeah,
they
yeah.
were like, oh yeah, this fucking 30-year-old guy wants to take my 15-year-old daughter. I'm sure he's not going to try to fuck her.
Yeah.
Like, they were so dumb.
How much?
No,
Right.
They were into
Like-
it.
But my favorite part of the whole thing though was when he was crying and he's like, I don't know how to hog tie anybody. Dude, it was the funniest thing in the world. 'Cause he's like,
Well, you think I'd take little girls in a basement and tie them up?
yeah, right. I was like, and pee all over him. He's got an erection.
I like it. Almost
Talking about
sounded
it.
like he was going into the details of his materials. You think I buy Ziploc Ace Hardware styles zip ties, and then I get some you know, like
Giving you the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then only get them because they're on sale for Tuesday. Like,
What was the thing? It was like an interview. It's like, man, I'm tired of this shit or something.
Yeah.
Remember that? He like stormed out.
yeah, that's
It's
the
like,
same one.
wait, you're literally like on trial right now. Like you don't just get to like
My favorite
storm off the interview.
My favorite quote is, "What you mean by teenage?" You remember that?
Yeah, when
You remember that?
Yeah.
He goes, "Are you okay with teen girls?" He's like, "What you mean by teenage? We talking about 14 and older, or 13? Because 13 is where I draw the line."
So, I just had a big clip with Danny Lang. Do you guys know him? He's a gay comedian in the city north side. But
I
anyways,
was like, you to throw that in there.
well, it's the relevance of the clip.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Makes sense.
It's at like 20,000 views right now. I'm like, awesome.
Holy shit.
He's like, yeah, when I was like 18, I hooked up with a couple 60-year-old men, like because he was like in the closet at the time and stuff, whatever. And we kind of talked about whatever, right? And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like a fucking twink. I'm like, you literally look like you're 18 right now. Like, I'm sure when you were 18, you looked like a little like kid. I'm like, those guys were pedophiles, you know?
Yeah, right. No, yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I've moved past it, but I don't like to do those things anymore. Whatever. That's kind of the clip. The comments though is where it started going crazy. It's all these old gay dudes being like, yeah, we've all been there, or like dudes being like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Like if you're 18 and you're into it, like you should be able to like have sex with whoever you want. Crazy shit. Then one dude, he like not a pedophile, it's like a gentrophile, which is where you're a kid who likes adults or something, right? I'm literally like, what the fuck is this? Then of course I'm responding to all these comments and liking and stuff. And Danny, because we like collaborated on, he's like, he DM me and he's just like, can you please like stop liking all the mean comments? Like, just let it go. I'm like,
dude, see, that's the kind of, I'm not even gonna name names. That's the kind of shit that would happen in comedy, where there would be people, dude. I love when you catch the hater, because I know how to catch them fucking haters. I know how to snipe them down. When you catch them,
why are you staring at me like this?
Yeah,
like you.
I'm letting you know. No,
I know. I was like, Phil, what
don't you ever try to fuck me, Tony? No. But like when you catch them, it's like, dude, I love how like you can see who views all your Insta stories. I'm like, holy fuck, they're my number one fan, you know?
Oh yeah.
And it's like I would have people where it's like, I know you don't like me, I know you fucking hate, and they would purposely like, they wouldn't like the video, but then they'd go in the comment and everybody who's shit on me, they'd like that. I'm like, you're such a you're a homo, dude. What are you doing? We're in the generation of like keyboard warrior. It's like, you would not do this, you know?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But
it's made people think like their balls are huge.
Yeah,
you know, it's so easy to fucking, what?
So definitely.
Oh, you had an intense look on your face.
I was
and
gonna
I was
say,
like,
Ruse, do you ever fight with the haters in your comments? You've been kind of quiet here.
Yeah, dude, you haven't said shit. Wake up.
He's mentally
Well,
fighting
my
with
cat.
him.
I don't know if you
guys
saw my cat throw up a minute ago. No one ever just saw that.
Oh.
It was like a little bit of liquid vomit, so I'm just gonna
You
clean
did?
it up after. I was trying not to kill the
Plus two.
conversation.
Plus
you
two.
didn't
You
want to
threw
kill
up?
the vibes.
Plus two, you had a,
Yeah, you guys missed it. The cat was going.
Oh,
to be
I thought
fair,
you jumped down there.
I thought you said you threw up.
and to be
No.
fair, Ruse did have a podcast for it, so he's probably like, I'm tired of fucking talking.
No. I'm just waiting for my moment to properly contribute.
Yeah, yeah.
But I that's a great question that you gave me, because I'll tell you, I have learned I cannot argue with people on the internet. It's like I'm one of those people who, I've just learned. Okay, so this is a recent one. This is like me returning to my old self, and I shouldn't do this. So like somebody had posted something like they were sharing the Elon Musk thing where Elon Musk is saying that they shouldn't have casted a black girl as Aphrodite or something, right? And Elon Musk is just saying that it's the same thing as casting a white person in a black role. Like it's something like that is what he said. And then they're all just saying like him and then all his friends are saying how that's racist. To that what Elon Musk is doing is racist. And so then I say my point on why that's not racist, and then I realize, and this is like recently because this is a recent topic, but every time this happens, like I know how I feel, and I know if I talk to you in real life, it would be fine, and we'd probably have a cordial conversation, and even if you disagree with me, it's probably not going to matter. But like on the internet, oh my god, dude, they just think I'm racist,
Like a different
These
persona
people
or
think-
whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
they because it's his page and it's his friends, I'm automatically wrong no matter what I say.
Yeah.
They don't agree with me. They're never going to agree with me. I'm not going to change his mind. Even
Right.
if it's in real life, I'm probably not going to change his mind. But most of the time in real life, we're at least respectful with each other. It's just, like you said, the internet puts people on this platform.
Yep.
And I've just learned, like, because I know how to push people's buttons and say, I feel like I'm one of those nerds who likes to debate people almost, where I
Right.
just like making my point. Like, I don't give a fuck who's right or wrong. I just like
I'll
to make
argue
my
the other
point.
side that I don't even believe in, just to have the
Exactly.
the debate, just to,
That's what I'm
let me
saying.
see what you think. You know?
But that to someone on the internet who has no idea who you are, they just think you're whatever they think you are, and that's usually the worst possible thing in those types of situations. So just don't argue with people
Oh,
in the
dude.
comments. Just take it all in stride.
Dude,
and also with if we're talking about people who are just talking shit in the comments, like one thing I learned is on TikTok, it's worse than Instagram, at least when I don't post there much anymore, but I think it's because it's 8-year-olds. It's more little kids, literally. But they'll like say the meanest shit. And
Dude,
like,
it's like being on Xbox.
I always feel like
they're horrible.
when when someone says to me, like, oh, like someone said this in the comment, like when they even care about what someone said in the comments, I feel like, oh, you must have not been on the internet very long. Like you must not have not posted very many things on the internet for very long, because people have roasted me in so many ways in the comments before, like in creative ways.
Yeah.
And that's just part of the internet.
Dude, my
Don't
friend-
say the meanest. Have you gotten any good roasts like about you before?
I TikTok was the only place I got a death threat.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I thought TikTok was like super like nerfed and censored.
And this guy was actually like trying to stalk me down at my show over here. Since this is Pod Bless America, you tell me if this is offensive, okay?
Okay.
I'm at fucking work. I'm driving my delivery truck.
I'm offended. No,
I knew it. You fuck it. No, but no, like so English was my second language. So like I had like this whole fucking like chip on my shoulder. Like I'm gonna become. You guys are calling me the dumb Polak. I'm gonna become better at grammar than all of you. That was my like fiery fucking hit back growing up. Yeah. And so like whenever I see like bad grammar, I just like I'm the guy who sees it. So I'm driving my truck and I just see this bumper sticker. It's supposed to say, "I served at Desert Storm." Instead, it says Desert Storm I served, which the joke was, I'm like, how do you not say that in a Yoda voice? Desert Storm I served.
Yeah.
Great America you must make. Tread on me you mustn't, And like that was the joke. I'm just like, that's fucking. And I had this guy going on. He's like, yo, it ain't too smart having all your shit online with your wife and kid, because I ain't too far from you from Joliet. I'm gonna scrape your kid off the ground.
Oh my God!
And then that's a good one.
And then I go into that, and I go in that, and I go, okay. So first of all, you're not even a veteran, because I've roasted veterans. They have thick skin. You're just a fat fucking MAGA faggot, like Number one. Number two. Wait. Number two. What you're telling me is, you know what, man? I love veterans, but Yoda jokes is where I cross the line.
Right.
And then number three, you're telling me, hey, man, you know what? We might not kick your ass, but your kids we will.
Yeah, right.
Like, what a bitch.
That is definitely.
So was it that guy then? Was that his sticker? Like he just found the video?
No.
that would've been
I
great.
was
Like,
just.
why was he so pissed though?
No, I don't know.
I think he was pissed that you made a joke about veterans at all.
He thought
right?
I was. He thought I was
that's probably-
busting
yeah,
on
that's what I
veterans.
got from it.
But then, like right underneath him, there's like 5 veterans who are like, "No, dude, you're a fucking bitch. Like this sticker's fucking retarded. Like it's made in China, obviously, with that English. Like
Right. There's a misprint. Yeah.
yeah. So they're just like, dude, like that's what's funny is like anybody, because oftentimes when you hear like white knight, it's always like some like divorced white chick standing up for black people. Right. It's MAGA fucks stand up for veterans when they haven't served shit. Like it's like any white knights are just going to be annoying.
Yeah. I mean, anyone on any political anything is fucking annoying in my opinion.
Yeah.
And if you're far this way or far that way, you're fucking crazy.
Just
my
like
eyes.
why are you standing up? Like what you're doing is you're saying you're too fucking weak to stand up for this, so I'm gonna like fuel outrage.
Yeah, what's crazy though is like the people that so like a joke could be centered towards like a certain type of person.
Yeah,
those people are never offended. Like you said, it's always some fucking random other person.
Yeah,
like
it's a white lady.
Oh,
dude,
excuse me.
Can I tell you recently the funniest shit? I did a video where I'm like parodying Sopranos, right? And you were saying like don't even get engaged in the comments, dude. Some days I will mix that fucking coffee way too strong. And I'm just like, I want to make this guy. I want to make him unalive himself.
Jesus Christ!
And one guy was because like I don't even care about this. I just like me and B we were talking about this. I just think it's goofy that like it's just like almost like what is it called? Like it's almost like normal that like it being Italian is like so amazing and romanticized when it's like, dude, you guys are cavemen in tuxedos, Sure. Like I love mafia movies and
This is
shit.
a bad time to say I'm Italian and German, or
No, but I mean, no,
Hey,
but
forget about it.
no, it's like I get it, but it's just like there's the dorks who watch Sopranos and then that becomes their whole personality.
Oh, totally, yeah.
You know?
You know what? If that guy, the guy that wanted to go after him, if you need any help, I'm now on your side.
I forgot, dude. It was just so funny the way, like I was so over caffeinated, I almost didn't catch it. He's just like, wow, fucking Polak in a tracksuit got a chip on his shoulder for Italians. And I'm just like, all I heard was boo, 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 boo. And he's like, oh, wow, gonna be more prejudice. I'm just like, dude, you just called me a dumb did you just Uno reverse racism on me, you know?
Right.
And then he said something again, and I go, you know what? I don't speak Italian. All I heard was ooga booga bada bing gabagool. I got so pissed.
Gobbledygook.
But see, like, and then like right after, I'm just like, dude, I'm over caffeinated. I'm totally joking. Like, just don't take any of this seriously.
Yeah,
you know?
I think one of the things too is, I mean, like my own friends talk more shit I think than anybody. So like all my friends on Facebook, like, dude, I post anything, I get fucking ridiculed, but it's usually just fun shit.
Yeah.
But like with the, I think one thing you got to learn quick though is you can have the perfect podcast, the perfect show, the perfect whatever. Someone's going to be a cocksucker about it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, like you're not going to please everybody. Someone's going to get mad at you or act mad at you. Because the other thing too is, you know, you're talking about like people post shit, right? Do you guys know anyone that'll post something, but then in real life you're like, dude, you totally don't even, like, you don't believe that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know somebody who posts like, yeah, man, like equality and free, you know, like they get like super like left.
Yeah.
But then in real life, they're a lot more right. But for some reason
Just trying to
online,
get pussy.
100%.
It's literally what it is, right?
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's funny, like online personas. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what it's like? It's like, hey, did you guys do Cub Scouts growing up?
I did.
No.
Yeah, I was.
You remember when they had those red vests? They'd have this red vest.
Wait, red vest?
Yeah, like you'd have your uniform, and then they had a red little vest.
I remember the gay little bow tie thing. The little.
But then they'd have those patches for every little stupid thing you did. Like it would be like, oh, you learn how to tie a sailor's knot, and you get a patch for that, or you learn how to build a fire properly.
You're right.
Yeah.
I feel like people, especially like in Chicago, they're just trying to get their like woke brownie points. They need their Cub Scout vest because it's just like, dude, like you don't believe like. Right now, you haven't gotten 20 likes on Facebook in a really long time, so you're just putting on there like, hey guys, just offer, like something that's so random. It'll be like, hey guys, just letting you know, free oil changes for all the gays because it's June. Or so, you know, like something so ridiculous. It's like, dude, I would help out a gay friend all time of the year.
Right, not just once a month.
And not to mention, I would fucking call them personally and tell them, you're doing this because you need a little attention, you know. Like,
I personally only help
Ruse,
gay people on their time of the month. I help gay people on their time of the month. I don't know what I was going to say. I feel like, well, with what you were saying, I think that it's really to the point where if what you're doing is making people upset, I almost feel like that means it's doing more. Like, because of everything else we're talking about, because of the fact that people are so used to people just towing the line and not doing much. Like, I would go as far to argue that if something's truly great, people aren't going to know how to feel about it. And that's why people hate on it. And it looks like, hey, they don't even know what to say or how to react to it. Like,
so you're saying like the negative is better?
It's better that there's both. Like it's like there's a Patrice O'Neill quote where he says like a great joke, half the audience should laugh and the other half should be horrified.
Right.
That's a great joke because that's what it should be. Like it's that controversy and walking the line is
And love
what
and hate
pushes
are
things
kind of
forward.
Similar emotions, right? It's like they're closer together than they are apart, almost. Like
Yeah.
Interesting.
the opposite of love is not hate.
Well, and I think like leaning into all of that rather than just being uninteresting all the time, because otherwise you're just trying to please everybody. And you have no personality. Like I mean, I just think everybody's trying to please everybody. What I've learned with being on the internet and not trying to poke the bear and like reply to comments and all this is like I've also learned it's better to inflame your opinion. Like I've never been good at Twitter, but just like whatever opinion you have, just like kind of blow that up a little bit, just kind of magnify it, you know? Like if you don't like this movie, say this movie fucking sucks. And this movie's the
Like
worst movie.
Exaggerate every I get it.
Because that just is more effective. It's like advertising. It's all the same thing.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's when people just become like right-wing grifters, though, because it's like,
Yes.
well, I could have a nuanced opinion, or I could just go, I'm on this team, I'm all in on that. You know
But
what
I think
mean?
we're all on teams all the time. We just don't even.
I hope I'm not.
No, you don't. No, it is. It is funny that you say that because
Hey, we're on our team now, guys.
Team America.
Yeah.
I know, we're like, yeah, politics sucks as we're branding it as a fucking a pro-American show.
Well, I think that's what this is about. It's about like we fucking love this country. Fuck
Which I do.
politics.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like you know what's funny. I was thinking about when I was thinking about the name is like, you remember like Team America, where they're just like, let's just nuke everybody to smithereens? I'm like, that's what my parents came here for, because it's the fucking winners here, bro.
You are the best, yeah.
You know, it's like, when did people start like, how do the losers feel? It's like right now. Like I remember, okay. It's like I remember being like in the 90s. It was fucking like in Chicago. It was like I was a little awkward Polish kid. I wasn't good at basketball, but man, did it feel good. Bulls winning over and over and over again every fucking year. And then I even like when I went to Chicago day camp, they fucking took us to one of the games in their prime. You know, it was like, dude, this fucking represents our city. You know,
Yeah, that is cool.
It's like, imagine if right now we'd be like, but what does anybody think about what Karl Malone feels like on the Utah Jazz when they lost? Like, who gives a fuck, dude?
Right.
That is survival of the fittest, you know?
Definitely.
You know what it's funny, my sister-in-law, they're kind of like that stereotypical blue-haired, like Wicker Park hipster type. And I told them something that like her boyfriend won't talk to me, because I was like, you want to know something? Like, because a lot of those people, they like to be like, we should help, we should stand up. It's like, yeah, you should, but you should do what you have control over. You can fucking enlist in the army any moment instead of having a bumper sticker, you know?
Yeah.
And so what I told him is, I go, dude, I don't know if you realize this. Think of the worst possible fucking thing right now. It's happening right now. And you got to be okay with that. Because, and that's what I think being a band is. It's like, you got control over your circle, over your family, you know, and that's what spreads the goodness overall. Yeah. But he's like, what do you mean by worst thing? And I forgot what I said. I was just like, there's some terrorist out there using a DeWalt on an infant right now.
Sure.
And you can't do shit about it.
Right.
You know?
He's like, but that's fucked up. We need to stop it. And you're like, yeah, but can any of us stop it? Like, no, it's not possible. So like,
hashtag cancel
stop
DeWalt.
it actually by being
yeah, no, let's actually let's destroy DeWalt. That would be his solution. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel like they are flexing their fucking privilege for sure over Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
Over Milwaukee, the brand.
Oh yeah,
I'm just doing brands.
yeah. Yeah, dude. Have you
Fuck DeWalt.
Yeah.
I am a Milwaukee guy.
I don't know why. I grew up DeWalt, and then I moved like Makita, and then I was just
Polish.
like, and then well, no, you know what's the real Polish part is then I was just whatever the fuck I found and stole. You know,
Right, there you go.
Whatever they were selling at the flea market.
yeah,
Well, I think America's founded on the pursuit of happiness. Like, and that's the whole point. Is like, it's supposed to be, the point is we're all supposed to be able to have the pursuit of happiness. We all supposed to be able to do that. We can all like fail at that, but we can all do it. That's the point.
Yeah.
You know, we all shouldn't get the same things. We should all have the opportunity to strive to get the same things, which I think we're failing at that. I actually do think America doesn't do that in a whole bunch of ways. Like, we actually suck at doing that, but that was the point originally. We should all be able to, because back there
be
in
cool
Britain,
with everybody,
with the fucking king, he was not being cool about that over in fucking England, bro. He was not letting us all strive for greatness. That's not what was happening.
Like
So I think people forget the point of America. It's like you're a spoiled kid. You know, you grow up in a nice house and then you forget your house is nice because like, you know, you don't realize, like in the Japanese house they all have to follow the rules. Like in the Japanese house they have to do everything at the same exact time. They go to bed at the same time. The Japanese house, they went to school from when they were 3 until they were 23. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was not
There's that
optional.
discipline,
None of it was optional. Like it's just.
I just don't remember. I don't know. Like, I try to think back of like high school and stuff, and like all my best friends, like most of them were not white.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a time where we really talked about it other than roasting each other.
Yeah.
And now
You
I
bust
feel
the
like
balls.
everybody's identity is like, oh, you wouldn't understand because you're not a 13th, percent
So
Indian
you
or
shouldn't talk
something.
about
like,
certain topics,
right?
because
Like
you
I
wouldn't
don't
understand.
Yeah,
them.
and I don't remember like growing up, like me and my friends, like, dude, roasting each other about what you were and where you're from was kind of like a love language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my best friends, if you didn't talk to each other like and make each other damn near suicidal, fucking
Right.
that wasn't your friend.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And now everyone's like, everybody gets so offended by everything. Like, dude, if more people remembered, kind of like what you just said, like, this is supposed to be a place where anybody and everybody can all find some kind of common shit.
Yeah.
And get along and whatever. And if you don't, agree to disagree and move on.
Yeah.
No one knows how to do that anymore. There's no more like agree to disagree. Everybody's like, no, you gotta understand my side. Like, you can't, Like, we can't be cool if you don't understand my side.
Yeah.
No, dude, if there's a show I
you
don't
don't have
like,
to understand. You have to agree with my side.
right? Well, exactly.
Right.
You know what it is?
Right.
It's like there's just a world full of bummers. And it doesn't even. It's like people like to talk it. It's race. So it's
Bunch of Debbie
poverty.
Downers.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
there is. Yeah,
No, it really
because,
is, though. Like,
because you know
people
what?
love
It's
bitching.
it's like my kid. My friend just had like 2 kids. He had like a 2-year-old and he had a 3-year-old, right? And he's like, when they fall, we like laugh. Because that teaches them to laugh, and it's like Three Stooges almost. It's like, oh, you laugh it off. When normally it'd be like, meh, you know?
Right.
And those are the people who become bummers. And
then if you scoop the kid up and like, oh my god, then that's going to teach the kid to like freak out every time they just bump their toe.
And you know when I realized that was like, I remember when I would like when I was roasting, I did have a roast with a veteran, right? Yeah. And it's so funny that like there's people who they like because this is in everything where. You know, you grow up in a shitty fucking household and you're like, oh, you know what your opportunity is? Go to college or join the army. And then they go and they're like, oh, I didn't come out a millionaire. No, you didn't. But you came out better than if you stayed in your fucking little shack, you know? Like, so, and those are the people that go around with a chip on their shoulder. Because, like, I had a show where, like, you know Dan Brennan? He's the older comic. He's like I think 70 and he's got like these like liver spots, you know. He has this bit that he goes, hey, you know, I love it when young people go up to me and thank me for my service when just because I look like a fucking landmine went in my face. I'm not even a veteran, you know. And that show, of course, there was a drunk bummer veteran who's like, you know what I did for my country. It's like, and you do that same joke at a VFW to all veterans, and they're like, go harder, go harder, go.
Right.
And I was going harder. I'm like,
well, I think that's kind of why, like, I know some people hate him, some people like him, but like, that's the one thing I kind of like about Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Is like, the dude will make fun of everybody. Because I think at the end of the day, wouldn't you feel better if somebody made fun of you?
You know, that's an excellent point. Like, he opens people up to roast comedy.
Right.
In
because
a big way.
You know, somebody walks in with a wheelchair and he's roasting them about that. Like, you don't think these people want to get roasted too? Like,
well, and people who wouldn't normally be into that type of thing.
Right.
Like, a lot of his fans are probably not people who watch roasts.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
At all.
Yeah.
you know, that's what happened with this Kevin Hart roast. I mean, I was bitching about this to everybody that like, so of course it's that thing you were saying, like everybody in Chicago wants to post how much they don't like it. Probably didn't even watch the whole thing, you know?
Oh, dude, nobody watches the whole thing. If you see someone talk about their opinion about anything, just assume they didn't.
Especially
they probably saw clips.
Especially if it's outrage. Especially if it's outrage. Because to me, that was one of my favorite fucking roasts. Number one.
That was great.
Number two, I was just telling Joey outside. The 3 of the writers were skanks. Mm-hmm. One of them is Zach Amico. I'm going to open for him Friday.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's awesome.
And it's just like, that's why I fucking like. And so, you know what I think is happening is like, okay, I'm going to go on a little 3-minute rant if that's cool. Because we're like music nerds, right?
Yeah.
You know what I always think about is like, think about, this is what's happening with comedy is like, you know when music first became readily available, like 1930s, right? Where you could finally buy vinyl or radio. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what was like a fucking... What was a 1930s song like? Straighten up and fly right? Some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, back then, that was the only music allowed. So,
you know, you could even take that and go with either any genre, like early rock, early hip hop.
But that's what I'm saying. It was before genres. So it was like the plumber was listening to that. The mobster was listening to that. The fucking, the Jewish deli owner was listening to that. And they were like, eventually it spread where it was like, we want to have our own thing. So the plumber's like, I want more country. And the Jewish guy's like, I want more of this. That's what's happening in comedy is it's like, people think... They go, oh, I like comedy. Right. And they like Jim Gaffigan. Then they fucking watch this roast written by skanks. Right. This is the fucking black metal of comedy, you know?
Well, you know what else is like, there was never this clippable world. Like pre the Tom Brady roast, there wasn't a roast for the last 10 years. And before that, it's not, there wasn't Reels. There wasn't Vine, TikTok,
and maybe you watched the roast of Charlie Sheen or whoever the fuck it was on Comedy Central on Friday night at fucking 11 o'clock, and like maybe you watched half of it between taking a piss. Like you thought, oh, maybe I like roast, but you didn't actually understand it. Even
roast jokes out of context, just scrolling on your phone. Like if you're just scrolling and you see like that hanging from a bonsai tree joke, and you didn't watch the roast, you just saw that out of context.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's poor taste.
I could see how that would be misinterpreted.
Definitely.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like obviously, it's just like how social media is it's just like how you're scrolling and oh look, death and murder, and oh look, a nice little ice cream cone. It's like the next thing you see. It's just this stuff is not. It never was all meshed together before.
It's not for you.
So you're watching people react to everything being all in this one place. Like you used to go watch a roast. You used to go out of your way
to watch it.
And like we said, people aren't even watching it, and they're talking about it.
But also think of the privilege that you're going out of your way to watch it because you want to complain about it. You want to join.
You used to have to do that. It used to take work to complain. You used to have to actually watch the thing you didn't want to watch.
Yeah. Now you can do what Ruse just said, is you could fucking comment, not even know what the fuck you're talking about, because you saw a 2-second clip on Facebook.
See a black lady commenting on Tony Hinchcliffe's jokes, and then you saw that video. You didn't even see his set at all. You go, oh, I fucking hate that guy. I agree with this lady. And then you make a video about that. You know,
but also too, the first few roasts, right? This was years ago.
You mean like OG?
Well, I'm saying, like, think of the roast like 10 years back.
Yeah.
Right? Like we were saying, there was a gap where there wasn't
Comedy
even
Central,
Right, Comedy Central. People were nowhere near as sensitive as they are now.
no.
That was a big difference.
Greg Giraldo who was the host originally, and he passed away, and then it became
Don Rickles. He was in the Friars. That was the
Rickles
original.
That was the original roast.
Yeah.
Was the Friars Club. Yeah.
Was it all the way back? Was it him? Because I'm thinking pre Jeff Ross.
No, Jeff Ross, I think,
Jeff Ross was
always
a
been
general.
the roast
Yeah,
master
he's been
general.
there
Giraldo was big. He was a writer for the roast and was on a couple roasts, but I don't think he was.
Wasn't
I think
the
he was on
roast
part.
master general?
Right.
Oh,
No.
I really thought he was for a little bit.
But see, you know why it's interesting? Because this is what splits apart from the comedy view to the general audience. The general audience doesn't realize, and maybe even you don't realize if you're this early in, like all the comics okayed their jokes with each other.
Right.
So everybody who fucking white knighted Cheryl Underwood. She was just on Shane's podcast, and now she's going to be on Kill Tony.
She already was. I watched it earlier.
Yeah, so it's just like, dude, like
it's one of those things where, again, yeah, exactly. And I like that all of them. It's stupid that they had to do it, but they all came out and said, like, all of them said, like, oh yeah, like that's all Shane kept talking about.
Yeah,
was oh yeah, you know, I felt so crazy, I had to call her. You know what I mean? And people are still coming for him. And I'm like, dude, she said it was fine.
Right, he already said it.
Yeah.
She said, make sure it's funny.
That's
like
like
all she
fucking
said.
what you're
blonde
saying is
bitches,
Cheryl's a fucking pussy, and she needs you to help her.
Right.
That's what you're doing. Right. It's patronizing.
I give, you know what? She like flew up the chart for me. Like she was hilarious at the roast, but I love the way that she's kind of came up to all the comics and been like, hey, like, we're good. And I love that she's making rounds and going on everyone's fucking shows and being like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like she could have easily exploded by being like, you know what? That was wrong. And she would have a ton of people be like, yeah, we're on her side.
Yes.
And she'd skyrocket for that too.
Yeah.
I love that she didn't do that. That she was like, you know what? No, I'm true to comedy. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And she fucking backed her fellow comedians up. Didn't matter if they were black, white, or whatever.
Yeah.
She went with, she understands the game.
I don't know, man. I would have been on Team Handler all the way.
Yeah, right. I know.
I mean, I love what Chelsea's doing right now. Going on all these shows, standing her ground.
What's hilarious story about Chelsea, like quick thing. So I had a buddy of mine who used to bust my balls. He'd be like,
So does Chelsea Handler.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'd rather fuck him than her. But no, like she, like, you know what's funny? I had this buddy, he was telling me, I think I like bitched him out because I was like, dude, reading is so fucking lame. And he's like, what? He's like, no, it's because you're stupid. I'm like, no. I'm like, dude, I'd rather be doing anything else, fishing, camping, you know, whatever. It was just a difference of opinion, whatever. And he goes, no, I think you can't read because you fucking suck at it. I go, watch this. I'm gonna pick the shittiest fucking book, and you know how it's gonna be the shittiest? Because it's donated to Goodwill. This means these people hated it so much they donated it to a fucking thrift store. And I closed my eyes and I went to go pick for a shitty book. I ended up getting like Dennis Rodman's bio, which was just a circle jerk of him being a dick, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what was right next to that? Every book Chelsea Handler released.
That's hilarious.
That's like the most common. I'm trying to write a bit about that it's funny that like every book that Chelsea Handler wrote is in every Goodwill. But you know what's never at any Goodwill? Mein Kampf. That's a keeper.
Chelsea Handler would love that joke.
Yeah, no shit.
She'd love that.
She loves a lot of jokes.
You know, it's just like I never like hated her. I thought she was funny before. Like I objectively, I don't take sides. I thought she was a pretty funny comic, but then it's just like, who the fuck signs up for a roast, knows what you're signing up for, and then after bitches about it? Because here's the thing, she goes, "Oh, I did it for the check." Okay, so that means you're also a shitty friend. Because this was for Kevin Hart. So you did it for the check, fuck your friend, and then fuck this thing that you signed up for.
Right.
You know, like...
No, before the roast, actually, I was like, she's all right. Like, she had a few little funny things. The roast made me hate her. If you know what I mean? Like, and I'm the same way. Usually I'm like, I don't care what people say back and forth. I thought it was... But she is now on this whole rant where she's going around... I thought
she did fine on the roast. Like I thought it was funny.
Exactly.
As the
It's the
post, you're like,
aftermath
dude,
that she's
shut the
pissing me the
fuck
fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going to be like
everything was misogynist,
Shane's always
fascist,
been
racist.
that way. Like, oh my god, relax, lady.
I think. Have you ever seen Jordan Peterson on Tim Dillon's podcast?
No, I've seen Jordan Peterson, but not on the podcast. No.
Did he cry, I bet?
Well, yeah, yeah. It was mandated, but it was just funny because he says like he's recommending like philosophical literature to Jordan Peterson, and he says, "Oh, you got to read this book. It's
that was a terrible Jordan Peterson.
You got to read this book. It's called whatever he says, and then he says by Handler Chelsea. You got to read it, Handler Chelsea, and he just calls Chelsea Handler like a philosophical literature author. And Jordan Peterson's like, oh, interesting. You know, it's just so funny. It's funny because Chelsea Handler. It's like making a joke about Whitney Cummings. It's like Chelsea Handler is not good. Chelsea Handler has never been good. It's like these people who, if your whole joke,
taking dick.
If the whole joke is like, oh, these people are bad and we hate these people. Like I've never understood that. I've never it's like when Stephen Colbert was funny when he was doing his show where it was like he was the butt of the joke and he's the idiot, and then he does this other show where he's just calling you an idiot.
Yeah,
like who likes that?
Yes.
I don't get it.
But it's as soon as you bring emotion into the comedy,
and you start telling people how to feel. I think you shouldn't be telling me how to feel. You should be saying what's funny about a situation. You should be saying what's ridiculous about this.
Yeah.
I should be able to dictate how I feel. You should, because otherwise I think it's just condescending, and that's how it comes off.
You should be able to feel however the fuck you want.
And that's
too.
Chelsea Handler. That's like Chelsea Handler and all these political comedians who are just overly political. It's just boring to listen to unless you agree with them, and then it's not even comedy. You're just listening to a political speech.
Yeah, literally.
And that's what I thought she did at the roast. I didn't even think she did a roast. She just kind of talked shit about everybody else's political opinions and then threw a couple roast jokes in and then left the stage. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of exactly what I expected her to do.
Yeah. She kind of like played victim.
Yeah,
almost,
and then she does exactly what you expect her to do. She's like, "Oh yeah, well these people are racist and sexist, and of course they hate me. I'm a woman."
Right.
You know,
the low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
and she has her tits out on purpose, essentially. Like that was such a obvious
Yeah,
it's because then you don't got to hear her bullshit. Because you're looking at her tits.
Yeah, it was just.
I'll admit,
that's why you think she did.
I wanted to say before too. I'm sure they did not run the jokes by her. I'm sure no jokes were ran by her.
No, they did, and she probably allowed it because she was like, "Fine, they can fry on the internet, like they can bury themselves."
But back to what I was saying.
Yeah, I can see
back
that.
to what I was saying about the whole bummer thing. Think about that too. Like I used to think about this. Like there's so many women in the local scene that are so fucking funny, and you know what? Every single one of them that are funny did. They said. They look at that mountain of men in a comedy, like they're like, "Holy fuck, this is ruled by the patriarchy. I'm gonna fucking climb this motherfucker," you know. And then they end up becoming that good. And the ones that are bad, they go, "Well, it's because of that I didn't make it." It's like, no, you weren't good to begin with.
Right. And you could apply that.
And you're making a bad name for all the really good women comics.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just every profession. Like people just blame. It's just annoying when you hear people start to blame things other than themselves all the time. A little bit's okay. But like if it's everything, then it's probably you. Like if it's always the patriarchy, if it's always like people who say gatekeeping all the time. Like I think there are gatekeepers, but if you blame gatekeepers for the fact that you don't get booked, and that's the only reason you don't get booked is gatekeepers, it might not just be gatekeepers. It might be the fact that you even have this mentality and you're not out there creating opportunities.
Yeah.
Because you just think everybody's a gatekeeper.
And there's zero accountability.
There's no accountability.
Nobody. I can't tell you the last time I've heard people be like, you know what? Yeah, that was on me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A lot of times it's like, You know, like something will happen. Like this
I
episode
would-
will come out. If someone says something like, "Oh man, Joey," I'll be like, "Yeah, it's fucking Drew's fault." You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
Like Drew fucked it up for me. You know, like
I have a
just
couple
don't hear
friends
it, man.
who like I dislike more because I know that's how they are. Where like I know rather than saying like, "Oh my bad, that's on me," or "I'm sorry," they'll never admit they're wrong. They'll always like word their way around being wrong.
Like
I
say sorry
hate
without
when
saying
people are like
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
they
sorry
won't, no,
you
they
felt
won't
this
say
way.
sorry.
Yeah, that's the-
I hate that
They
one,
would
dude.
never
Oh, I
even
fucking
say, "I'm
hate it.
sorry you felt this way." They would
Yeah.
find a way for them to actually
Sorry
have
you
been
feel
right.
that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Like-
you saw it that way.
Yeah.
Let's say you're standing right here. I walk in, I step on your shoe,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Ow!" and you're like actually hurt, and I'm like, "Oh shit, man!" Like I might say my bad, but then I'll say like, "Ah, man, you're really standing there with your foot out. Like that was crazy."
Yeah,
like,
right,
Just
like,
make some
turn it
shit
around.
up about how it's actually kind of your fault.
Who sits like that? You know, right? No, that's a good
But
point.
that's or say
You
somebody.
know what that is? That's some boomer victim blaming shit.
Yes.
I literally just had that today. The fucking fork from the forklift fell from 10 feet. It like would have killed one of my bosses. And he's just like, "Why didn't you attach that?" And I'm like, "Well, because like it was attached. It's just that you went in the way, and when I hit the brakes, it fell." He's like, "Well, why don't you see where I'm walking?" I'm like, "My boss is blind." I go, "Why the fuck are you around the forklift if you're blind?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, because you gotta make this place has to be blind proof." I'm like, "No, how about you talk to OSHA?" And that isn't my black girlfriend, okay? Like, like seriously, bro. Like,
when someone touches her, is that an OSHA violation?
yeah, yeah. When
No,
she
violation's her sister.
when she sees a violation, you just hear, "Oh hell no!" Like, because I'm serious. I'm like, dude, I've never worked at a shop where I'm like tiptoeing around what a blind person would do. I go,
Right.
get your fucking stick and don't go around the forklift. You know,
There's like boxes or something, or there's like a little step. You're like, I wonder if a midget can get up here.
Yeah, right.
Dude, start thinking of like
dude, that's
everything.
you know what I fucking did to fuck with them. This is fucking hilarious. So they're so fucking lazy. They're like in their 60s and they eat McDonald's every fucking day and diabetic and shit. So like they would jack my tools, and I was like, dude, don't touch my fucking. And you go, why? I go, because you pay me hourly. In the first 3 hours of every day, I'm just going around. Look, this is what they'll do. They'll use a box cutter and then just drop it right there. Use a wrench, just drop right, because they think I'm like a fucking maid. I know I'm Polish and my people do this, but come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so what I did is he goes, well, you can have a toolbox, but we got to have the locks. You know what I fucking did? Like, there's an attic and like the I-beam every day. I put my toolbox up there because the guy fell off the ladder 3 times. I go, if your fucking fat ass doesn't want to get your cutter at your office, then you got to go up the ladder and risk falling again, bitch. So
Hell no.
Oh, you gonna jump out? You gonna jump? Oh.
ahead.
Poor guy.
All right, this seems like
can't escape.
perfect natural timing.
Yeah.
We're at
Yeah,
an
here,
hour
let me
and
get-
4 minutes.
Perfect.
Oscar escape this little dungeon. You said an hour and 4 minutes. That's
Yeah.
what we're at.
So Phil, do you want to lead the plug off, and you can?
Yeah, let me
Sure.
lead the plug off. Oh,
Sure.
Phil, you're leading the plug off. All right.
yeah, you can lead it.
No, I just didn't even. Well, plug off. So for plugging off, first of all, we should say one last time, Pod Bless America, folks. Pod Bless America. What that means is we believe in
This way is
freedom.
so much funnier. I always thought it was this.
No, because I was doing like the doofy. You ever seen like scary movie? He's like, Officer Doofy.
Yeah, that is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I thought of. That's when I first said it. I was like, yeah.
All right, so
Pod bless.
God bless America. And what that means is that, we believe in freedom, and we want you to use that freedom to see us live the week of the 4th of July. The week of the 4th of July on Tuesday night at a location TBA, and we're thinking 8 p.m., boys and girls. You're going to be there at 8 p.m. You're going to see us do this exact thing, except you will be behind that camera. Maybe we'll even have a camera just for you. Maybe we'll even have you on that
I feel like
thing.
this is getting sexual. Like, anyone else get aroused when Ruse starts getting into this like fucking?
Oh, and I wanted to say earlier that there's a lot of
Oh, see, I had Jordan Peterson.
That
at
was
one
better,
point.
Jordan, than me.
there's a lot of hierarchies.
golly whiz.
Well, you need to get like Elmo, but then you need to get off Elmo.
I thought
So,
it was like
Elmo.
Kermit.
It's Kermit. Well, Kermit the Frog is somewhere in here, right? Kermit the Frog. And then the thing about the liberals is there's a hierarchy of people, and they're coming for you. And what you really need to do is think about God. But the
actually got
stories in the Bible, they're not really stories. They're not even stories. They're actually about ideas in your head. And the problem with liberals and snowflakes is that they're just going to cut their tits off. And then you basically...
So do you believe in climate change if you mention snowflake?
Climate change.
Is that where you're...
The liberals will tell you that it's one thing, but it's actually 500 billion different things all at once.
It's actually pretty fucking good. It's actually pretty fucking good.
See, what's funny about Jordan Peterson to me is you have to like break every concept down to the point where nothing is anything anymore. Like that's what's so funny. Like anytime anybody brings anything up, you have to be, well, it's not really about words, and you're thinking about people, but are you a person or are you just an idea? Think about that.
Big fucking.
Sit on that for a while. It'll change your life.
Kind of like the Tucker, like, what is that?
I want to be able to do Tucker so bad. What is that? Why are people doing this?
You just gotta
I
do
mean,
Mullins.
I can get the cadence down pretty good, but it's like there's a whole lot of people asking these questions, and really, let's see, it's like
Where are your kids?
Yeah.
Why don't you know where they are? I can't do
You
it.
had, what is the laugh? You had
Somebody
the
do Whoopi.
Yeah. Whoopi?
I just think of The View. I hate them too. Hate everybody.
Did you see Big J go off on DL Hewley? That sounds like Whoopi.
Jeez.
I blew a whoopee last night. I blow a lot of whoopies. You know, and I don't mean whoopee like the black woman.
I can't even do it. I'm trying to state my opinion here. You know, you can listen to me more because this Jew broad Joy, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
I'm just trying to state my opinion here. Jew broad. Flexing my muscles.
Didn't she pick her name because it sounds Jewish, so she thought she'd get more roles? I think that's true.
Wait, who?
Whoopi
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Oh,
She changed her
damn,
name.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, on paper, I look.
And she used to fart all the time. That's why it was Whoopi. Did you know that?
That too. I've heard that. Yeah.
I'm not joking.
She used to walk around with a Whoopi cushion.
That's actually not a joke. I've got the documents.
Now you're just going to Alex Jones.
You know, well, she farted all the time. You guys didn't know? You guys didn't know?
Yeah, dude. She's the originator of the Whoopi cushion.
So
That's plugs. That's a natural.
So yeah, was that your plug?
That's
or?
my plug. I already said Ruse Radio. And I already plugged the podcast. So basically, guys, show up to this podcast when it's live. We might do one more episode, but if we don't, this is me telling you. Be there. Be there. And I'm going to tell you the next time, too. Be there. This is the coolest thing ever. We're trying to bring people together. The whole point is there is no industry in Chicago. There's no community in Chicago. It doesn't exist. Everybody runs away to other places. You got to stop all that. You got to make one for yourself. So that's what's happening here. Please participate in
Now,
that.
I just pictured us as like kingdoms now. And I was like, me and Phil's kingdom, we're just going to fight for some reason. I don't know why, but
I
we're
like
just,
that. We could have little like surf
You're
wars.
Princess Ruse, just in my head.
I am not going to take that personally.
Yeah, episode 2 is Civil War. We all just are fighting with each other the whole time.
Hear ye, hear ye.
It's just kind of like when you pick your race in the beginning of Skyrim, you know?
Or in prison. It's like,
or
all right,
in prison.
fuck it, we're on the same team.
Yeah.
All
right, who's next?
Joey?
Oh. No, you go. I'll go.
Yeah, I don't really have any. I mean, I got a few shows coming up in June. I'm fucking, opening for Zach and Crack Amico on Friday.
Hell yeah.
I don't know when this is coming out,
That's
but
awesome, dude.
yeah, dude, it's fucking great, dude. I'm totally gonna hype up, like with my energy. I'm totally hyping up that crowd for that Crack Amico because
Yeah.
he's not gonna.
You guys
Yeah.
wanna wait when Phil leaves and we start talking shit about him?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Fuck
It's
yeah.
the tradition. You know? But I've
Like,
used
he's not even opening for Zach Amigo.
Yeah,
He's fucking
yeah.
lying. He's full of shit.
It's a different. It's Zach Amikski actually. You know? But and then I got another spot in Zanies
Nice.
in June. It'll be my second time there, which will be fucking awesome. Got a new tight 10. Other than that, I'm doing that Twisted Shamrock. It's like it's a veterans benefit. I just shot a promo for it today. It's a fun show. It's kind of by Magoo's.
Yeah, it's on
But
the corner. I know where it's at.
yeah, and
You should bring a pet lizard in. You should get a lizard or some
have a
type of
lizard.
animal
I
from
have one.
Magoo's. He can loan you one.
for what?
Well, Magoo's. You said it's by Magoo's.
Oh yeah,
It's a pet store.
is it?
What?
What is Magoo's to you guys?
It's a bar.
This is a bar.
Oh, where I'm from, that's a pet store.
Where the fuck
Ignore
are you
me.
from?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I thought Magoo was like a slur for an Asian guy, right? Mr. Magoo.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm taking a bit of a break from Wild Phil's ass, but I'm just gonna keep releasing these cartoon bits.
Nice.
And you know, it's funny. I was asking you earlier if you think it's funny because a lot of people are going off on me on this AI shit. I'm like, dude, I'll fucking call it Wild Slop. I don't fucking care. I don't care.
No, I like it.
Like I my wife, she has like all her Adobe software for free from her. I tried learning animation, dude. I'm not gonna fucking learn animation
I'm not doing
for
that.
minute 30 videos about, you know, me kicking my friend in the ass and my toe goes in his butthole. Like, you know, like, anyways, so if you want to see that video about my toe going in my friend's butthole,
It's pretty funny.
Wild Phil Lisecki on Instagram, and that's about it. I'm just gonna keep shooting out the skits and the AI slop. So.
Yeah. Well, first, I want to thank you guys. This has been a lot of fun.
So it's fun.
And it was a great idea. Ruse kind of got the ball rolling on it.
I would say
so-
me and Drew. Drew was
Okay.
the seed.
I was gonna say fuck
Drew was
but
the
that's
seed,
fine.
and I would say I was like Sisyphus pushing the ball, but Drew put the ball in front of me.
Yeah.
I'd say
And
that's
Phil
how it
gave
works.
me the ball, so
Yeah, so
And I just responded to the message.
you were the first guy to answer us.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
kinda
It
was what happened.
That is
you were the
that's literally
fly
what happened,
around
dude.
Sisyphus's head.
I don't know. Phil was saying some wild shit, and I'm like, dude, this seems like that would be fun. And then I started
Yeah,
watching
Phil,
your
we might
guys'
need to
shit.
take away your keyboard ability. You're
No,
like
dude, it's the
access.
best.
You were sending like,
Dude, I love getting
fucking
13
paragraphs.
messages.
I think it's funny how like
And it's
within
all
one
about
within 1
dicks.
week, Phil's like, actually that idea I had, we're gonna get sued if we do that, so we can't do my
no,
first.
it's funny because he gets like post nut clarity with his ideas. He's like, oh, you know what? That's
He's
not
like,
gonna work.
You know,
Like,
when Phil says he's over caffeinated, that's how you know the ideas
That's what
are
it was.
rolling.
I was just gonna tell you. You know, I think
I've
that's
learned
fun.
that's like a thing about you.
It is.
Oh, you get over caffeinated, and that's like
Yeah.
that's where it's probably where he gets his best ideas. But it's
sure.
probably also where he's like, sorry
Filter
guys,
out.
sorry
I call
guys.
it
He was,
wild
like,
Phil,
so
but it's
fucking-
really just the mania of bipolar and denial. You know, like,
Dude, it was just so funny because every time it'd be like ding ding ding, and all of a sudden I'd look and Phil would be like, "Yo, what if we took a giraffe?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on, Phil?"
By the way, I think the dick idea needs to be revived somehow at some point.
Yeah.
There's a way it can be done.
Don't get him started.
there is a way to get done.
Yeah.
There is. I went over this. We got to we have
Wait,
to have
don't
no.
tell anyone yet.
Yeah,
let's-
maybe we should be
All right.
careful
Yeah,
when we
all right.
reveal
Hold on,
publicly.
hold on.
Because it's gold. All
Yeah.
I'll say is it's gold,
Yeah.
and we can't get sued.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it tonight. It's like
We'll
right.
figure it
about
out.
a lot of cock pics. That's
Ooh, that's
or
the
maybe-
best. That's the biggest hint
You
we've
guys are
given
saying
yet.
way too much about it. Shut up.
Right.
Jesus. Way too much about it. We just said we're not letting. Oh shit.
You know how it is though. It's like you just want to show your dick
shit
to
out of me
people.
for a second.
It's like the more you talk about a dick, the more you just want to whip it out. And I think that's what's happening here. We're trying to whip our dicks out. So
No,
really,
Dude,
you should just
after
take the
talking to
microphone.
Jimmy Degenerate for 2 weeks on how to film this promo, he's like, "Yo, we should all zoom and talk about the promo." I was ready to draw a smiley face on my cock with a cape and just be like, "Why are we talking about this or so much?" Like,
Would you be surprised if you opened up your messenger app and you saw a message from Phil? With a
No.
smiley
Don't
face?
Not
even
at
get
all.
the idea in his head. He's just gonna do it.
I think I'd be more
Sorry
surprised.
guys,
if
I was over caffeinated.
It's more. I think I'd be more surprised if it didn't happen. To be honest, that's weird. We haven't got a dick pic from Phil in a while.
Hey, is he okay? Someone call him.
Yeah, right.
I do have a terabyte worth of when I went through this like 5-year
no.
phase where I prank called everyone on my phone, and it's just a library of everybody. And you know the best part is this: is how fucking insane I am. I like, for example, like say I would prank call you. You'd be
Yeah.
like, "This is totally Phil." I know. It's like an automated message, and you get to choose the caller ID. I would call someone I know who is like racist and unhinged. And then in the caller ID, I'd put the local police station, so they'd call back, dropping N-bombs to the police, and fuck them even more. Those websites aren't legal anymore because I still do it to this day. I'm like, fuck, it's gone. Prank dial, prank owl, like.
Oh,
But
that's crazy.
That's genius.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyways, yeah. So shout out to you guys again. Follow all of us. You know, for me, it's a host comedy podcast with Joey. YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, all that good stuff.
HOZ.
HOZ. Also, too, we have a show coming up in June. Free tickets, get them on Eventbrite. Anyone who wants to show up, check it out.
At the
We're always trying to
Bourbon,
do something.
right?
No, actually, that's going to be at Crash Bar in Bridgeview.
Crash.
But every Thursday, we do have an open mic at 7:30. That's the sign up, and 8 o'clock is the start time. You're able to say and do whatever the fuck you want at our mic. Just make it funny. But again, I'm loving the Avengers, and Drew, go ahead, bud.
Drew_graph on everything, Instagram, TikTok. Drew Sits With is the podcast. Everybody's been on but Joey, so hopefully we can get
I'll
that
get
on the
on.
books. I'd love to do your show as well, obviously.
I got
Boom.
too.
Yeah. We all got to touch tips.
I would love
for
to.
sure. That'd be awesome.
So yeah, that's fun. But check out Phil, and Ruse has done it twice. I've been on Ruse's show a bunch. So yeah, let's make this fucking thing happen, boys. I'm really excited about this, and I'm hoping this just like rises all of our boats. You know, just like let's do this thing.
That's the name of the game, and I think it shows for everyone listening to all of us. I mean, we're coming together so that we can all be successful. You know what I mean?
Can I pitch 3 quick ideas from?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck it. All right, I'll shut up.
No, go ahead.
No, I was thinking like if it's like Pod Bless America, I think we should have like a current events thing that we rant on.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Well, I think we should have. I think it'd be fun with crowd engagement if we do like debate this and we just pull some shit out of a jar.
That'd be fun.
I was actually trying to GoFundMe a board game like that where it comes with a gavel and shit. Where it's like you have to be the fucking defendant to like Hitler, and like he ironed his slacks well, you know. No, but like anyways,
good idea.
But I also I do think
I like that idea. Yeah.
Oh, you
know the Jesuits? You know about the Jesuits, right? In history?
Yeah.
They were all about defending any idea. They thought like if that's like wisdom is being able to defend any idea.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. Maybe we don't put defend Hitler in
Yeah,
the bucket,
yeah.
but you know,
it's
stuff like that.
And wait, what was the third one?
Well, no, just like unpopular opinion, because like I'm
okay.
such a petty bitch about like bands that are overplayed, or even movies too that are just like way too much
I feel like
fucking
we were
hype.
gonna fight. I can't remember which band that you said was overrated, and I wanted to kill you.
I think we were talking about it. Might have been, was it Tom Petty?
No, I don't. Fuck Tom Petty.
Was it Van
It
Halen?
might have been. Was it Corn?
No,
You like Corn?
I do like.
All right,
Korn, yeah.
good. Then we're all right.
Yeah,
I feel like there was something we were. I don't know.
Kiss?
I'll think about it. No, fuck Kiss. Tool overrated.
maybe Tool.
Tool's overrated too.
Yeah, a lot of people think Tool's
Yeah, I just can't stand when bands think it's like this is amazing, and it's like, dude, like even like Tool, for example. This is Korn with a fucking algebra nerd in the band.
I love
that's
Tool.
what
I love Tool.
I do. I like Tool
I
too.
like a couple songs.
You know what
but
it's
I'm not
like, dude? I like dogs. I don't like those suburban dog people. You know what I'm talking about? I like
I do know what he's
That's
saying.
actually a good analogy. Yeah, that's good.
like I like Tool. Don't stay away from the fans. Like
Grateful Dead, right? Like the fans
Oh,
are
like
annoying
the,
or whatever.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, right?
yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like
Deadheads.
Christians kind of ruin Christianity. You know,
Totally.
it's like
So you do like
Jews
the
ruined
band
Israel.
itself. You don't like the fan base.
yeah.
What's
and
a
also-
band? Real quick, what's a band you think is overrated?
What do I think? I think like Tom Petty and Van Halen, Beatles.
I don't like the Beatles, and everyone
All right, you
crucifies me
guys
for
are
that.
fucking.
That's it.
We're over.
Last episode.
Oh wait. So we're really
Yeah.
wrapping up. You didn't
we're wrapping
plug.
up.
You didn't plug anything.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
Drew-
show. Drew Sits With.
Drew
This
Sits-
show. Pod Bless America. Pod Save Him. What is it?
Pod Bless
Bless
America.
Bless America. Bless.
Yeah.
So
Pod
should we do like
Bless.
a?
Just think Pod Bless. You know, Pod Bless. Maybe
Our
not
heart
put our
goes
hands
out to you?
Not like
straight
that.
out.
Yeah, no.
Maybe don't
It's
put our
gotta be
hands.
like a
Maybe like that.
20 degree.
20 degree. Put it down. Maybe go down.
Maybe we just don't do any arm movements.
Yeah,
We
well,
just-
we got to salute. At least
Good.
salute. Yeah, maybe do the elbow.
like the sprinkler.
See, now this is an ending.
All right, everybody.
All right.
That's the wrapping on the first one. We'll be back.
Peace.
I'll be back.